Hey YouTube, it's Lacey. I'm going to be doing two separate videos today. I have been collecting a lot of books lately and kind of creating this stash. I know that many of you who are trying to conceive or are recently gotten pregnant or recently had a baby probably are really into research, just like I am. I like to read as much information as I can. I like to go on Google and search things and all this stuff. So what I've been doing is hitting up the local used bookstores, and we have a thing called the Friends of the Library, where it's like senior volunteers come in, and there's like this little side room in the library that sells used books in there, and they're always like $1, $1.50. Sometimes they're having a sale and they're a quarter or 50 cents a piece. So I like to go check that out, and then I've picked up a few full price as well from like Borders or Barnes & Noble or places like that, Walmart. So I wanted to share my trying to conceive, pregnancy, and baby book stash. I do not currently have kids, but I work with children a lot, so it always benefits me to have books about children and discussing like children behavior and activities and things like that that you can do with them. So I've collected some books from that too. In fact, I think there's another one that's not in my pile that I'd like to show you guys. It's really cool. So I'm just going to count them real quick to tell you how many I have to show you guys. And I'll try to just show you the book, the title and author, a little bit about what the book is, and then move on. It's a lot of books. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'd like to try to find the one other one that I have that I'd like to share with you. So, the first one I got at the Friends of the Library here at my local library for $1, and it's called Healthy Sleep Habits. Happy. Oh my gosh! Sorry, guys. Apparently, I'm tongue twisted this morning. Okay, Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child. Okay, so and it's by Mark Weisbluth, who is a doctor, and he also wrote author of Your Fussy Baby. So that's the author, and again, that's what the cover looks like. And it pretty much is just another method about helping your child get to sleep at night, and how creating sleep habits is important for keeping your baby happy throughout the day, and the consistencies and things like that that babies need. Okay, I got this, let's see, I got this at the Goodwill, What to Expect the First Year, for $2. Actually, I think it was 50% off that day, so I think I got it for $1. And then this book, it has a couple authors, Eisenberg, Murkoff, and Hathaway. And you know, it's just like What to Expect When You're Expecting, or What to Expect Before You're Expecting, those books. It's just like that. It goes through and talks about like all the minute details of what your baby might be experiencing. You know, I don't know, there's lots of information in here. It even talks about losing a baby, talks about adoption options, it talks about the things that you might face during the first year after adoption. So lots of stuff to look at. I think these are really great books, by the way. I plan on collecting the entire series of What to Expect books. I've gotten a few, but I think I only have these two to start. The next one I have is the What to Expect Before You're Expecting. And I've done a review on this book in one of my earlier videos. I think it was probably like my second or third video that I had done. I like this book a lot for if you're trying to conceive. It doesn't like talk about PCOS specifically, or any, it doesn't talk about any one type of infertility in a lot of detail, but it talks about, you know, nutrition, or questions you should be asking your doctors, or tests you might have to have. Talks about preparedness for getting ready to get pregnant, finances. It talks about a lot of different stuff. So it's a great little book, and it does have little patches of information about specific infertility issues. So it's definitely worth checking out. It kind of explains the basic anatomy of how conception happens and works and the timing. So if you're new to trying to conceive and you don't have a good concept of that, this would be a good book to check out as well. I bought this full price at Barnes & Noble, and it was $13. Okay, this is another one I got at the Friends of Library for 50 cents. Solve Your Child's Sleep Problems. And this is by Richard Ferber. So when you hear people talk about the Ferber method for helping a fussy baby get to sleep, or to sleep through the night, or to go to sleep on its own without having to be swaddled or rocked or cradled, this is who they're talking about. This is an older edition. It's probably, let me see, this edition was published a long time ago, 1985, but I know that the method truly hasn't changed much, and they do have more current versions of this book, but it really is the same thing, just rewritten, made to look more modern and contemporary, and they might throw in some new data and stuff in there, but it's the same method. So great book. I firmly believe in the Ferber method. I think it's a great way to teach your babies to fall asleep on their own. It's a little rough for a few days, but it's all worth it in the end when the baby goes to sleep on their own. Okay, this book just cracked me up, you guys. I haven't even really cracked it open to see much about it, but I am always looking for books that my husband could read eventually when we get pregnant, and if he wanted to, you know, relate to something or whatever. So this book is called Pregnancy Sucks for Men, What to Do When Your Miracle Makes You Both Miserable. And it is by Joanne Kimes, author of Pregnancy Sucks with Jeff Kimes. So I loved the cover. I couldn't get over the cover. You know, how many couples actually do that? They do. You know, so many people, so many friends who the husbands jokingly, you know, stick their bellies out and say, oh, I've gained just as much weight or more than she has, and, you know, whatever. So it's funny. It does talk about, let's see. It talks about using the pregnancy card for men. It says, if you play your cards right, not only will you be getting a baby out of this pregnancy, you'll also be getting other goodies as well. Being with a pregnant woman entitles you to many special privileges reserved for royalty, diplomats, and actors on covers of tabloids. In fact, there are so many benefits to it that you just may think about keeping your wife barefoot and pregnant year-round. And it says you'll get better parking spots, because a lot of places have expectant mother parking. You'll get seated faster at restaurants. You can decline a boring invitation without anyone getting hurt. And you don't have to wait for her so long when she has to go to the bathroom at an event. So, you know, just kind of funny, lighthearted points of view for men about pregnancy. So trying to find the positives in something that's, you know, might be frustrating for some couples. You know, I'm sure pregnancy is difficult for many people, and I'm sure, you know, everybody's pregnancy is different, and I'm sure that, you know, definitely takes a toll on some marriages. So, anyways, book seems lighthearted, fun. I think it's cute. I will read it. I know I will. I don't know if my husband will really reference it much, but at least, you know, I don't know. At least we have it if he feels like he wants to pick it up. This book looks really cool. I got, let's see, that last one, you guys, I think I got, I don't remember, I think I got this at the Goodwill. This one, I really like this book a lot. It's called Your Pregnancy and Birth. It's information you can trust from the leading experts in women's health care. And it's from the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. And it pretty much is like, the pregnancy book by the Mayo Clinic and What to Expect When You're Expecting, kind of like a mix of the two. It's just got a lot of information. It talks, it's more data information, like it's not like written in story format or anything like that. It's really just like almost kind of like textbook, But I kind of like that because then I can go to the index, I can look up something I'm curious about, and it takes me right to the information, which is nice. So that's a good little resource book. I think I got this at the Goodwill also. So doesn't have a specific author, like I said. Its author is considered down here the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. Sorry, I'm trying to stack them up so they don't fall over here. There's a big pile building up. I'm sweating, guys. Okay. The next one is called The Lullaby Sleep Plan. Turn any baby into a great sleeper in 7 days or less. So this is what the book looks like. Okay. And it is by Catherine Tobin. She's also the author of The Parent's Problem Solver. I haven't really looked at this much, you guys. I don't know. I just am kind of like, you know, I know that I like the Ferber method, but maybe my baby someday won't respond to the Ferber method very well. Who knows? Or maybe someone I know will say, I don't like the Ferber method. You know, have you heard of anything else? And then I can just be like, oh, I have this book. I don't really know much about it, but you can read it and decide what you think. This book looks really cool. It's called the 3 a.m. Handbook. Okay. And in the smaller font, it says the most commonly asked questions about your child's health. And it is edited by William Feldman, who's a doctor, and it says it's produced in conjunction with the Hospital for Sick Children. I don't really see a author, just the editor. So I'll show you the cover again. Oops. I know the reflection is bad, guys. I'm sorry. The 3 a.m. Handbook. Oh, sorry. Okay, and what this book is, you know, it just says, like, changing Johnny's sleep habits, and it talks about it. You know, his associations are falling asleep on a bottle, falling asleep outside of the crib, and the positive reinforcers were a nighttime feeding and moving to the parent's bed. So the book talks about teaching how to reverse those things and to change how you handle the baby's, you know, sleep routine that they do. It also talks about when a child has like painful urination, like what could be causing it, what should you do, spitting up, vomiting, and diarrhea, toilet training, crying and how much is normal, you and the doctor working together, feeding your child, safety at home and away, diseases and medical conditions. If you're concerned or if you know that your child has a condition, you could try looking it up in here. It gives a list of each thing, and then it gives a description and, you know, in layman's terms what the condition really is and how it would affect your family or your child. Behavioral and learning problems. Sorry, I'm just kind of flipping through here. A child with chronic pain, and research being a part of the picture. So it's just kind of a fun book. It's got lots of like short questions and then a nice answer to the question that's being asked. So it's nice. And then of course, this is the Taking Charge of Your Fertility. This is a very, 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 very important book to have if you're trying to conceive and you're having problems. Even if you're not trying to conceive and you're not having problems, I've done a review on it in my earlier videos. Please go back and check out the video. I love this book. I will recommend this to every woman or every mother who has a daughter who's close to puberty and whatever. It's very important. I never had a good understanding of what my body does until I got this book. Even at 24 years old, I still wasn't really sure how the female body works and, you know, why certain things happen during the month and this and that. I never really understood. I just knew that it happened, but I didn't know why. And I didn't know what